Chapter 1. Reflections. The amusement park hummed with the restless energy of evening. Neon lights buzzed, rides clattered, and laughter spilled across the midway. A group of friends, barely out of their teens, lingered by the food stalls, daring each other toward different attractions. "I'm going on the roller coaster," one shouted. "Wait for me," another chimed in, grinning. A third grabbed a girl's hand and kissed it. "We're headed to the Tunnel of Love." Lee brushed his palms against his jeans, his eyes fixed on the glittering facade of the House of Mirrors. "I'm going in there," he said. He turned to the girl beside him. "You coming, Tiffany?" She smirked, tapped his shoulder, and bolted toward the entrance. "You're it!" Lee laughed and sprinted after her. The House of Mirrors. Inside, the air was cool and stale, heavy with the faint tang of cleaning chemicals. Lee's reflection multiplied endlessly around him, each mirror stretching into infinity. "Where are you?" he called, voice echoing strangely. Something dark flickered past the corner of his eye. He spun around. Nothing. Only his reflection stared back. He shook off the chill, stuck out his tongue at himself, even danced a little to break the tension. Then came the light. A strange beam ricocheted between mirrors like living lightning, bouncing faster and faster until it struck him full in the chest. The impact hurled him backward, glass exploding around him. He crashed into one mirror, then another, until everything went black. A week later. Lee opened his eyes to sterile white walls and the steady beep of hospital machines. His family and friends surrounded him, their faces lined with worry. He croaked, "How did I get here?" A doctor entered, tall, solemn, in a white coat. "I'm Dr. White," he said gently. "Please relax. We've all been praying you'd wake up." "What happened?" Lee asked, trying to sit up. "You were impaled by shattered glass," the doctor explained. "Hundreds of mirror fragments lodged in your body. I removed them all. Do you remember anything?" Lee glanced at the bandages covering his arms and chest, at the web of small cuts that seemed to burn as he moved. The House of Mirrors, a bright light bouncing everywhere, then nothing. Dr. White nodded. "Your test came back fine. You'll be discharged today, but you need to take it easy." Home again. Days later, Lee stood in front of the bathroom mirror, drying his face. He froze. 3 of him stared back. His heart hammered. He raised a hand. All 3 raised theirs. He made a funny face. They copied. But then one grimaced at the middle Lee. The other tugged the middle one's tongue. Lee stumbled back in shock. He rubbed his eyes, shook his head. When he looked again, the 3 reflections were playfully jabbing at each other, poking and smacking like siblings in a cruel joke. "This isn't real," he whispered. But the knot in his stomach told him otherwise. "Tiffany." Moments later, a knock sounded at the front door. Tiffany stood there, her hair styled into neat braids. She smiled, but her face faltered at his expression. "What's wrong?" she asked. "Is it my hair?" "Kimley Shea did it for me." Lee grabbed her hand. "No, it's not that. You need to see something." He pulled her to the bathroom and stopped her at the doorway. "Look in the mirror." Tiffany stepped in, adjusting her hair. Her reflection was normal. Lee joined her. Together, they looked up. Now the mirror showed 3 Lees, 2 of them draping their arms around Tiffany's shoulders. She shrieked and stumbled back, tumbling down the stairs. "What the hell is that?" Lee stood frozen in the doorway, his throat dry. "So, you can see them too?" Her answer was the sound of the front door slamming as she ran into the night.